Oh, we definitely got some shit to address, ladies and gentlemen, sports fans. So let's address it. Listen, let's start this off like this. Usually, when I watch a Super Bowl, going into it, I get very anticipatory. You know, I want to know who wins, who's losing, by how much, right? Might gamble a little bit, whatever the case may be. But by the end of the Super Bowl, one thought usually comes into my mind and I start to ponder. Let me know if y'all can relate to this. The first thing I start to think about as the confetti's falling, guys are running onto the field, everybody's celebrating, I say to myself, okay, this team just won. Whose legacy is now going to change for the better? That's the first thing that pops into my mind. Like when Tom Brady won his fourth, I'm like, damn, his fifth. I'm like, okay, he passed up Joe Montana. Where does this put him? Is he number one now? Then when he got his sixth, I'm like, close the book on it. He's definitely number one. And if you really think about it, I don't think this truly applies to anybody on either side. If the Patriots were to win, I can't see anybody's legacy being directly affected in a positive way. So we look at the Seahawks, right? The defense is too young to really, at this point, be considered legendary, even though it's very comparable defense to the Legion of Boom, which I'm here for that conversation, to be honest. I look at the offense. The offensive line played great in this game. Maybe they unleashed Kenneth Walker. They're coming into next season with a whole lot of cap space. I think they're top 5 and top 10 in cap space next season. Literally nobody's getting paid, so maybe they stop playing crazy with K9 with this Zach Charbonnet shit and just let him run wild. K9 has the potential to run for 2,000 yards if you give this guy 300 to 350 carries for the season, and they like to run the football over there. JSN got injured halfway through the Super Bowl. He really didn't have that great of a game. We can't really say his legacy gets affected directly in a positive way. Sam Darnold, I'm gonna drop another video on Sam Darnold after this one because I believe he deserves his own video for where he started at to where he's at now. Does this direct him? Does this directly affect his legacy in a positive way? Not much. Like, does it move the needle? Is he a Hall of Famer now? No. You know what I mean? So it's like when Matt Stafford won the Super Bowl, we started to talk Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Like there was somebody on each Super Bowl winning year that is directly impacted legacy-wise by winning the Super Bowl. And I just can't find that for the Seattle Seahawks. So if y'all find something, make sure y'all let me know down in the comments. Maybe I'm tripping. But as far as the game itself, a lot of guys, when I posted on TikTok and gave my honest opinion on the game, I thought it was garbage. I thought the game was garbage, right? I understand why the league is going in the direction of catering towards offense, why all of these rules have been put in place to cater the offense so more points can be scored, more yards can be rushed for. You know what I'm saying? More passing yards can be garnered because, man, defensive games are cool to watch from time to time. But in the Super Bowl, I want to see Nick Foles, Tom Brady, when Brady threw for 504 and broke the record for most yards thrown in the Super Bowl. Nick Foles with the comeback. Each drive felt like it could be the end of the game. Like, I want to see games like AFC Championship game, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, where it came down to a coin toss. Like, that's what the fans want to see. So as much as us analysts or us critiques of the game love to point out defense and the importance of defense when it comes to winning championships or not, does it matter? Hell yeah, it matters. Of course it matters. But is it entertaining to watch? I'm speaking from a fan's perspective, not just from a analyst perspective, but from a fan's perspective. Nobody want to see that shit, man. And everybody was calling me a casual and this and that. Like, I'm not a casual. I know the game pretty well. I've been watching it for over 20 years. But it's just, it gets to a certain point where emotions start to kick in. I love football. Like, I love the hell out of football. It's my favorite sport. This is not only the Super Bowl, but it's the last game we going to see for the next 7 months. I want to be excited. Next Sunday is going to be the first Sunday with no football on our television. That angers me as a sports fan. Let me know what y'all think about that down in the comments. I'm not looking forward to that. So it's a combination of I'm looking forward to the Super Bowl to see what these two underdog teams got to offer us, right, from an entertainment perspective. On top of that, we get to the game, and it's not a great game offensively. A lot of defense being played, sloppy offense being played on the part of the New England Patriots and Drake May. And then on top of that, nobody's legacy is being directly impacted by this win for the Seattle Seahawks. I mean, we can't even sit here and call somebody a choke artist or anything of that nature from the Patriots sideline. The defense played good enough to win this game, in my opinion. It's just the offense couldn't get anything going. So it's like, where do you go from here? It's almost like we played a meaningless regular season game. We didn't leave this game satisfied. I feel like I'm still hungry and I just ate. You know what I mean? Like, nothing, we didn't close the book on anything. Like, you know that feeling like the last game of the season, like, okay, we closed the book on a chapter. Now we can move forward. Like when Jalen Hurts got over that hump after performing well against Kansas City the first time, and we come out here and we do it again. We get our get back. Jalen Hurts outperforms Patrick Mahomes. We got over that hump. The diversity. You know what I'm saying? Like the Eagles in 2017, we got over that hump and beat Tom Brady. It was a lot of diversity in that season. So it's like with the Seahawks, I don't know. Maybe that's just me, man. You know, maybe you guys could find some luck illustrating that to me. But let's talk a little bit about Drake May. Drake May's season this season kind of reminds me of Josh Freeman. Y'all remember Josh Freeman back in 2010 with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Everybody, you know, they went like 10-6. Everybody thought they found their guy in Tampa Bay. Did absolutely nothing after that. He became a bust. I'm not saying that Drake May is going to be a bust. I'm just saying that I think the Patriots were a bit premature this season. They benefited from a weak AFC. So did the Seahawks. They benefited from a weaker AFC, right? Being able to play the Patriots in the Super Bowl. They benefited from a weaker AFC. Not only a lot of all-pros guys missed the playoffs, but there was a lot of injuries that took place as well. And we all know the Joe Burrow, the Josh Allen, the Patrick Mahomes not being there representing the AFC was something that made it easier for the Patriots to advance the way that they did. But you also got injuries to Bo Nix, who looked like they were on the roll. The Broncos are like they were supposed to be in the position that the Patriots were in. I just don't think the Pats were ready for it. Did they do a great job rebuilding? They found the head coach they want, defensive-minded. Vrabel, great storybook. He played for them. He's a legend in that building. He did a great job with this team in his first season. So it's like when you want to rebuild or write the book on rebuilding, you should look at how the New England Patriots did this, did this over the course of the last 5 seasons. The last time they were in the Super Bowl was the Tom Brady era. Probably one of, if not the worst Super Bowl I've ever watched was that game. Tom Brady versus Jared Goff, garbage. But let's see. The last time was 2019. So during a 5 or 6 year span, they ended up back into the Super Bowl, albeit we know why. But they built from the ground up, starting in the trenches, offensive line, defensive line, expanded to the defensive side of the ball. They've always been a formidable defense, but they've gotten better, right? Then they draft the guy that they believe is their quarterback moving forward, put pieces around him, brought in Stephon Diggs. They got Booty. They got tight ends galore. And this running game, Travion Henderson and Ramondre Stevenson are a great 1-2 punch coming out of the backfield. So they still got some improving to do. But if you ever want to read a book on who wrote the book on how to rebuild, pay attention to what the Patriots did. I still think they a bit premature and they got some work to do. But Drake May, man, second team All-Pro for what? Second team All-Pro for what? He came out here and was garbage. Straight garbage. The only thing I got out of this is they like to play the hell out of crazy with Kenneth Walker. Hopefully they unleash him, let him run wild. And overall, I outside of the Seahawks fans being wild, that home field advantage was crazy. That the 12s was definitely live during this Super Bowl. They definitely had a home field advantage. But outside of this game was pretty much meaningless to me. Yeah, it was a Super Bowl, but I don't think it put its stamp on anything history-wise, historic. But you guys let me know what y'all think about this Super Bowl down in the comments. Was it elite to you? Did you like it? What points about it did you like? Because put me on, because I don't know. I don't know. Y'all already know, though. OG out. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that sub button. Also, drop a like on the content. And while you at it, check out these 2 videos you see on the screen. OG out.